Thank you for joining us on the breaking news edition of The Debate. I am Niranjan. I'm filling in for Arnab Goswami, who will be back on this show tomorrow evening. Ladies and gentlemen, our channel, Republic Bangla, has just broken a video from Tripura. And it's the second video from the border with India and Bangladesh. I'm going across straight to that video. This is a clash between Bangladeshi smugglers and the BSF. I have a 6-minute video that the Republic Bangla team has just broken, ladies and gentlemen, at a time when there is a movement building up in India to boycott infiltrators. There is a movement to boycott infiltrators and illegal Bangladeshis who come to India. This video has emerged from the border a few hours after another video emerged of the BSF while fencing the border. Faced resistance from the Bangladeshi Border Guards. And these are pictures coming in from Unakoti in Tripura at the border as the BSF clashed with smugglers. Bangladeshi smugglers tried to confront the BSF, tried to provoke the BSF, and the BSF calmly handled the situation. And as more and more BSF officials started to emerge at this location in Unakoti, Tripura, at this border point, both the smugglers and the border guards retreated. I have the full video. I'm playing out the video and then going across to a big subject this evening of boycotting infiltrators. It's a clash between Bangladeshi smugglers as the Bangladesh Border Guards watched on. They simply watched on as mute spectators, confirming that this is the design of the Yunus government in Bangladesh. Ladies and gentlemen, I have the video. It's a 3 to 4 minute video. I want you to watch this video and then ask yourself, why should we tolerate these illegal Bangladeshis, these infiltrators on our soil? Why? Take a look at the video being broken by the Republic Bangla team this evening.
বাংলাদেশে কেন আসছো আমার বাইট গুলি করছে এই ভিডিও মারলি ভাই যাইও না আমার ভিডিও মারলি ভাই যাইও না ওই বিয়ে তুই রাখলি মিয়া আমার ভিডিও মারলি মিয়া তুমি মানাও না আমার ভিডিও মারলি তুমি দাও পাশে করে আমার ভিডিও মারলি ভাই কে আমার ভিডিও মারলি তুমি দাই মিয়া আমার ভিডিও মারবো কি ভিডিও কর ওইজনে আমার ভিডিও মারি লিব মাইথা মালাও হিন্দু এটা হিন্দু বিজেপি নাই মার আল্লাহ খোলা গাড়ি লাগি তার বাচ্চা আমার ভিডিও মারি লিব মিয়া তুই দূরে যাও ওখানে তুই আমার মহিলার কথা দিলে জানে औरत पर क्यों हाथ उठे औरत पर क्यों उठे औरत पर क्यों हाथ उठे लड़के लोगों को क्यों छुआ तूने लड़के लोगों को क्यों छुआ तेरा माँ बोल है ही नहीं लड़के लोगों को क्यों छुआ
Well, in fact, a 30% increase as far as the attempt that is being made by the smugglers to try and enter India. This is after Sheikh Hasina left from Bangladesh. Remember, the border security force, what you see right now on your screens is a classic example of what the BSF is now facing in areas bordering Bangladesh, particularly in the state of Tripura as well as in West Bengal and in Assam. In fact, remember, in all these 3 states that we are talking about, in Assam, just about a few days ago, similar sort of incident that was report by the border security force. This is now being reported from northern Tripura, where there is an attempt that was being made by the smugglers to cross over. Remember, there have been reports coming in of weapon snatching taking place, and all this while, the border security force essentially doing their work on the ground, preventing these infiltrators from actually entering the Indian soil. Now, that's what you see. On the other hand, you have the BDR clearly not essentially doing what they are supposed to be doing, protecting the border areas. Right now, it's the entire onus has been on the border security force along with the state police in Tripura as well in Assam. Just about a few days ago, the Assam police along with the Assam government made a statement with regards to there has been a 30% increase in attempts that have been made by the infiltrators to move across. And that is only because, remember, the radicals have largely taken control of the situation in the border areas. Now, this, what you see, the scuffle that actually takes place at the border area in northern Tripura, where this video has been accessed by a sister channel, Republic Bangla, clearly goes on to indicate on a daily basis what's really happening on the ground, Niranjan. And the border security force, what I've just got an update from the border security force, they too are indicating that almost on a daily basis there has been an attempt that has been made by particularly these smugglers. Earlier this was largely something that they would have kept a night vigil, but this is now happening broad daylight, where attempts are being made to cross over, and the border security force has now put across a task force to look into this entire matter, ensure that they send across this message that they are well guarding our borders.
Shaban, this is the second incident. We broke the video from Malda in Bengal, where we saw the BSF which was trying to fence the border, and they were not allowed to do that by the Bangladesh Border Guards. That is on record when you saw the villagers there in Malda also going and backing our BSF, saying, we are with you, do it, it's needed to stop these infiltrators, to block these infiltrators. And this is the second incident. This is the border with Bangladesh in Unakoti, Tripura. That's where this has happened. This is a video that we have. Perhaps, Shavan, our BSF has calmly handled the situation. It could have been, perhaps, we don't know, perhaps designed to provoke our BSF at the border. They were calm. They have handled it very calmly. And in fact, as more BSF officers emerged at that spot, these smugglers just retreated at that point. The BSF has also been targeted, for example, recently by Mamata Banerjee government. She claimed that they were trying to allow infiltrators into Bengal, but the videos, these incidents, back-to-back reports suggest otherwise. Shavan.
Well, in fact, after the claim that was made by West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee, by way of sources, the Border Security Force had responded by indicating that there is a special task force of the BSF that is largely looking into these border areas which are considered to be sensitive. The area that you see right now on your screens, where there is absolute dense foliage, and the fact that these are areas from where the infiltrators have been trying to come in. The fact of the matter is this: one, that you have these smugglers who are well equipped. In fact, there have been weapons that have been recovered by the border security forces. If you look at the numbers that I've picked up from the BSF just a short while ago, they're clearly indicating that in the last few months, there has been a spike of about 30%. Now, that's a large increase that you're really looking across right now in these very areas. They have reported these cases particularly from West Bengal as well as from Tripura and Assam. In Assam, remember, the Assam police has also been brought into action along with the border security force to look into the kind of infiltration that is actually taking place, or the attempts that are being made which are being thwarted by the border security force as well as the state police. But there are difficulties that the BSF essentially faces in other places. But here, of course, there is a protocol that has been laid in place. I'm being given to understand that this was basically reported to the battalion head, and thereafter there was a reinforcement that was largely sent to that very area to control not only the fact that there is a crowd that had gathered in that very area, especially keeping in mind that the BSF's counterpart in Bangladesh, the PDR, literally gave up in that very area. So there is largely no patrolling that is being done by the BDR, which used to happen earlier. And there was a joint understanding between both the forces, the BDR and the BSF, during Sheikh Hasina's term, where there was an understanding that there would be patrolling that would be done at different timings. And this was actually shared over a period of time. That has completely collapsed after Mohammed Yunus has actually taken over, which is once again a classic example of the fact that Mohammed Yunus does not really have control over his own caretaking government.
Be with me, Shavan, be with me. Shavan, be with me. I want to go across to Major General G.D. Bakshi. He's on the debate with us. I want to get a comment from him on this video, right? I'll get in a word, right? Before that, General Bakshi, this is what happened earlier in Unakoti, Tripura. There's a video that we've accessed. Republic Bangla has broken the story, and we've accessed this video that's coming from Tripura. Take a listen. This is exactly what happened with the ambience. I'd like to play it out, a small video, and then I'm getting in a comment from General Bakshi.
বাংলাদেশে কেন আসছো নাকি বাংলাদেশে কেন আসছো আমার বাইরে গুলি করছে এই ভিডিও মারলি ভাই যাইও না আমার ভিডিও মারলি ভাই যাইও না ওই বিয়ে তুই রাখলি মিয়া আমার ভিডিও মারলি মিয়া তুমি মানাও না আমার ভিডিও মারলি তুমি যাও আমার ভিডিও মারলি ভাই কে আমার ভিডিও মারলে তুমি তাই মিয়া আমার ভিডিও মারবো কে ভিডিও কর ওইজনে আমার ভিডিও মারলিব ভাই মালাও হিন্দু এটা হিন্দু আমার ভিডিও মারলিব মিয়া তুমি দূরে যাও ওখানে তুই আমার মহিলার কথা দিলে জানে औरत पर क्यों हाथ उठे औरत पर क्यों उठे औरत पर क्यों हाथ उठे लड़के लोगों को क्यों छुआ तूने लड़के लोगों को क्यों छुआ तेरा माँ बोल है ही नहीं लड़के लोगों को क्यों छुआ लड़के लोगों को क्यों छुआ বাংলাদেশে কেন আসছো নাকি বাংলাদেশে কেন আসছো আমার বাইরে গুলি করছে
Okay, I'm going across to meet General J.D. Bakshi joining us. General Bakshi, you saw this video. This is extreme provocation from the Bangladeshi side. What shocked all of us is how the Bangladeshi Border Guards just stood there as mute spectators and then retreated, right? With their tail between their legs, just retreated when more BSF officers arrived.
Niranjan, I'd like to state unequivocally that perhaps this restraint was justified in the time when Hasina Wajid was the Prime Minister of India, of Bangladesh, and she was very concerned and sensitive about India's interests, and she went out of her way as a good neighbor to protect them. Now there is a sea change. There is a Muhammad Yunus, absolutely with no legality whatsoever, who has been parachuted from Washington to take charge. We thought he was an educated human being, but he has turned out to be a jihadi in chief. He is trying to jihadize the whole of Bangladesh. With this backdrop, for our forces to be, compelled to show such restraint under orders, I think is extremely demoralizing. I feel bad for our boys. What have we given them weapons for? Here is a country threatening us with war and mayhem. Here is a country that is threatening that they will occupy Odisha, Bihar and West Bengal. Then they think they can be treated with kid gloves. I think our boys have been issued weapons, and the weapons have been issued so that they are used. Otherwise, we could have had a Gandhian force with sticks or lathis or just bare hand. What nonsense! Why should our boys be provoked? Many of these smugglers, at least the ones that I saw in the previous video, was armed with machetes and axes. But this is a new trend in the Indian scenario. If we have to fight the Chinese, it is with our bare hands. If they use baseballs with nails, well, we'll use some kind of shields, plastic shields and sticks. This is a joke. Why are we spending crores and crores and crores of rupees on giving firearms to these boys? Firearms are meant for self-defense. And Now that we do not have a friendly government in Bangladesh, we have a government itching for a fight. They should get one. They should bloody well get one. This is a tamasha. You are reducing our border guarding forces to a tamasha. Look at this guy. I mean, this boy, this joker in blue. Had I been in service, I would have ensured that he was shot dead there and then, and let the bloody eagles and crows eat his carcass. This is nonsense. We have armed forces, border guarding forces, and we reduce them to ahinsawadis and what next? This is demoralizing for an armed force, for a border guarding disciplined uniformed force. It is, look at this. Just look at this. The cheek, the bloody cheek, just shoot two of them dead and let's see anybody try it again next time.
Yeah. Now, what shocked us, General Bakshi, with your permission, sir, with your permission, you know, this debate was about boycotting infiltrators because they're all linked. Because across India, there are Bangladeshi infiltrators, illegal Bangladeshis who've taken over our cities, taken over many jobs, right? There is a serious call because of these illegal infiltrators, Bangladeshis, to ensure there is a call to campaign across India, ask industries, businesses not to employ these Bangladeshis for a reason, to say that if you stop giving them jobs, they will stop coming in. And what shocked us was the fact that you saw how calmly the BSF handled this. The same BSF was targeted by Mamata Banerjee 2 days back, just 2 days back. I want to play out that soundbite of what Mamata Banerjee said, and then I'm going to the debate. We have a full panel on the need to boycott these infiltrators. I'm first playing out what Mamata Banerjee said. Take a listen.
এখানে গুন্ডা পাঠিয়ে দেওয়া হচ্ছে, বর্ডার দিয়ে খুন করছে, চলে যাচ্ছে, এই রকম লোক পাঠানো হচ্ছে। এটা বিএসএফ এর অনেক ভেতরকার কাজ। এর মধ্যে কেন্দ্রীয় সরকারের একটা ব্লুপ্রিন্ট আছে। কেন্দ্রীয় সরকারের ব্লুপ্রিন্ট যদি না থাকতো এটা হতো না। আমি বারবার কেন্দ্রীয় সরকারকে বলেছি যে যা করবেন আপনারা সেটাই আমাদের পথ, কিন্তু আমি যদি দেখি আমার রাজ্যকে ডিস্টার্ব করবার জন্য জঙ্গি হানাকে কেউ মদত দিচ্ছেন, সেক্ষেত্রে তো আমাদের প্রতিবাদ করতেই হবে।
Okay, in fact, what we're now going to do is I want to first get in a question from Sangeet Ragi. Sangeet Ragi, you heard what Mamata Banerjee said. I'm going to stay with the pictures. This will be our focus. This will be our focus. Our stories are linked. I'm dropping the story, but the debate is the same. The subject is the same. I want to stay with these pictures. The Republic Bangla exclusive. And Sangeet Ragi, look at the situation. You heard what Mamata Banerjee said there. You heard what Mamata Banerjee said there. Today there are two pictures. I want to tell you one thing. Today, the BSF is tackling these smugglers, is tackling the Bangladeshi guards on one side, and on the other side, they're having to deal with attacks from people like Mamata Banerjee.
Niranjan, I am not surprised.
And they come. Look at how calmly they handled it. And look, they came armed with axe. You saw that axe. You see that axe in the hand of that smuggler? He's got an axe. They're all armed with sickles, right? Machetes.
Niranjan, I am not surprised. I am well aware of it. And during the Sheikh Hasina government, yes, as G.D. Bakshi sir talked about, that we used to handle them with care. But I have been given to understand that the BSF is not allowed to use firearms against the Bangladeshi infiltrators. Read the T.B. Rajeswar report. He was the governor of West Bengal, and he traveled the border areas of West Bengal. He said that entire border area looks like Bangladesh. Back to back, he wrote 2 articles in one of the leading newspapers in 1998, where he mentioned that a complete demographic change has taken place along the Bangladesh border. The local Muslim population have encouraged them to come in because they feel that the increase in their numerical strength will give them in a leverage, political leverage, This was encased by the CPM government, and now it is being encased by Mamata Banerjee. Simultaneously, you go to Assam border. There you find that Hiteswar Sakya is saying the same thing, that 30 million Bangladeshi Muslims have infiltrated and settled in Bangla.
Yes.
Secondly, Indrajit Gupta, who was, the Home Minister,
yes,
and coming from the CPI, he spoke on the floor of the parliament,
yes,
that 1 crore Bangladeshis have moved in. And
yes,
it was in the, it was in 1998.
Yes. No, but
again, Sri Prakash Jaiswal.
Now, sadly,
Just a second. The smuggling of the cattle, these smugglers,
yes,
are using firearms. And unfortunately, the BSF doesn't open the fire.
Yes, they can't.
There is a massive
but see how calmly they handle the situation today. Unfortunately,
they should not have
today. Unfortunately, it's
they
not about today.
Them.
Unfortunately, like Major General J.D. Bakshi said. Like Major General J.D. Bakshi said, and the point is, and we were supposed to have a debate on infiltrators, but today's a debate on India and Bangladesh and not on left CPM. We will not talk domestic politics, but we will talk about the need to act on these infiltrators. And I'm going to ask a question. Let me introduce our panelists this evening. I have Major General J.D. Bakshi with us. We were supposed to have a debate on boycotting infiltrators, ensuring businesses don't give them jobs as well. Ajay Bagga joins us. Yes. Sangeet Ragi in our studios, Jyotsna Tirunagari of the TDP, an NDA voice here in our studios. I have Mohammad Suleiman of the AIMPLB, Sheikh Amir of the Congress Party, Tala Amir Rashidi, Rashtriya Ulema Council, and Kamruzaman Chaudhry, who backs the Congress Party. But I want to ask you, Mohammad Suleiman ji, you are from the All India Muslim Personal Law Board. Hum bolte hai, you need to ensure. Yes. We should all come together. We should all condemn them. In fact, I'm getting in some more breaking news update. I'm getting in some more breaking news update right now. Suleiman ji, मेरे साथ रहिए 1 minute. मेरे साथ रहिए because एक और breaking news update आ रहा है मेरे पास. BSF से confirmation आ रहा है. Let me go full frame to the pictures. I'm staying full frame with the pictures right now as I get some more breaking news updates. That BSF has confirmed that there has been a 30% spike in the attempt to infiltrate from Bangladesh. They have just confirmed 30% spike in the attempt to infiltrate from Bangladesh. The state police has also been roped in. That is the Bengal police in this case. There was a flag march also held in this particular area in Unakoti, Tripura. There was a flag march also held. The state police has been roped in to carry out special operations in all these border areas where we're facing trouble with these Bangladeshi infiltrators. Several arrests have also been made in both Assam and Tripura. This is a confirmation I'm getting in straight from the BSF. I'm staying with these pictures. In fact, I want to show you the second set of pictures that we broke on Republic. It's been our focus today. Our focus were in Malda, Bengal, when the BSF was trying to fence the border. The Bangladeshi guards, there was a tense situation there. The local residents in Malda, the Indians there in Malda went and stood by the BSF. And they said, Bharat Mata Ki Jai. Backed the BSF and said, you're doing the right thing finally. I want to play those pictures as well. It's important that we put the story in full context today. Let's put the Nats on this video. I want to hear what they're saying in this video. Let's play out the audio on this video, please. Biplab, they will be joining us on the phone line. I want to get a word from Mohammed Suleiman ji. आपने बात की थी, Mohammed Suleiman ji, I think we should all condemn this attempt on the BSF. We should back our BSF. We're all very proud of our BSF.
Actually, BSF is duty bound to stop, to check infiltrators. No
Yes.
doubt about it. That is their duty. But the question is, the narrative set by Sharma, CM of Assam is particular. Actually, he has a particular mindset. When he talks about the Bangla infiltrators, he has political motive behind that. Actually, the fact is that from Nadia to Raiganj and Murshidabad and North Baghdad, and these all areas are Bangla speaking. And they Bangla speaking laborers are getting less wages there in West Bengal. So they are moving here and there in metropolitan cities like Mumbai and other states are getting just double wages there. So their wages in interest of getting double wages and to fight their poverty and their problems there, they travel across the country to seek employment. And they are getting employment just...
Okay, Biplab, Suleiman ji.
So that is not so far as infiltration.
Suleiman ji, with your permission, can I just pause you? Can I just stop you with your permission, sir? With your permission, I'm getting the response of Biplab Dev. Biplab Dev is joining me on the phone line. He's the former Chief Minister of Tripura. He's on the phone line with me right now. Stay with me, sir. I'm coming back to you. Biplab Dev ji, आवाज आ रही है? Can you hear me, Mr. Biplab Dev?
Please.
ये जो whatever's happened in Tripura, extreme provocation by Bangladesh. We are playing the video here. We have the video in front of us. Biplab Dev, what is the situation? आपका जो information है अभी, क्या आप शेयर कर सकते हैं आप?
ये बिल्कुल देखिए, ये एक तो ममता बनर्जी हो, कोई भी हो, हमारे बीएसएफ के ऊपर कोई क्वेश्चन उठाना नहीं चाहिए। नंबर 1, चाहे किसी भी पार्टी का हो, कुछ भी हो, राष्ट्र के सीमाओं के साथ कॉम्प्रोमाइज करना नहीं चाहिए और उसके ऊपर क्वेश्चन उठा के खुद के देश के सुरक्षा को कमजोर नहीं करना चाहिए। कोई भी पार्टी का नेता हो, कोई भी ऑफिसर हो, कोई भी भारत का नागरिक हो। नंबर 1। नंबर 2, बांग्लादेश में जो हालत है ये पूरे दुनिया को मालूम है। हमारे पार्लियामेंट में मैं लोकसभा का एमपी हूं अभी, मैंने देखा ओबीसी से लेके बहुत सारे हमारे मुस्लिम्स लीडर पार्लियामेंट पे उठाया है, ऑपोजिशन का भी, समाजवादी पार्टी का भी, जो बांग्लादेश में संख्यालघुओं को जो जिस तरीके से अमानविक अत्याचार किया जा रहा है, भारत सरकार उसमें हस्तक्षेप करे। उसके बाद कांग्रेस के नेतृत्व में प्रियंका गांधी, राहुल गांधी सब रह के पार्लियामेंट में इसके खिलाफ डेपुटेशन दिया है, उन्होंने विरोध किया है। ये जो चेहरा है कि वास्तव में ये है सही ना, पॉलिटिकल कारण से ऐसा करता है। मैं भारतीय जनता पार्टी का एक एमपी हूं और मैं त्रिपुरा का मुख्यमंत्री रह चुका हूं। बॉर्डर स्टेट 80% बांग्लादेश के बॉर्डर स्टेट है त्रिपुरा। तो मुझे आपके माध्यम से इतना ही कहना है, जो इसको लेके राजनीति ना करे, ह्यूमन वैल्यू को समझे। बांग्लादेश में जिस तरीके से मानवाधिकार लंघन किया जा रहा है, इसके ऊपर भारत के सभी राजनीतिक पार्टी हो और कोई भी व्यक्ति हो, उसको सेंसिटिव ढंग से लेना चाहिए और इसके ऊपर राजनीतिक के ऊर्ध्व पर ह्यूमन वैल्यू को देखना चाहिए। और मैं निश्चित हूं जो इसके ऊपर कोई राजनीति ना करे और विशेष करके बीएसएफ के बारे में जिस तरीके से ये सब किया, मैंने जिन्होंने भी अपने लोगों ने जो भी नाम बताया, ये अन्याय है जरा सा। और ये देश के खिलाफ जो सोचने वाले लोग हैं, देश के खिलाफ जो षड्यंत्र करने वाले लोग हैं, इनके जो मनोबल को मजबूत देने का काम करता है। ये बिल्कुल नहीं करना चाहिए, मैं तोड़जोड़ विरोध करता हूँ।
थैंक यू बिप्लब देव जी बात करने के लिए हमारे साथ। आई एम गोइंग अक्रॉस टू आवर पैनल राइट नाउ। अजय, if you're there, Ajay Baga, is you there? Ajay, initially wanted to debate on infiltrators, on the need to boycott infiltrators across businesses, industry. That was a specific call made by the Assam Chief Minister, saying unless you boycott these infiltrators, unless you stop hiring them, giving them jobs, they will not stop trying to cross over the border. Do you back that? Do you think that's the right way to go?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. We have to safeguard our country. And this infiltration, Niranjan, it has economic consequences because it steals away the economic gains from our own population. It takes away jobs. It has national security consequences. And thirdly, it has social harmony consequences. So, on all fronts, industry should get together and oppose this. The only problem is, like in banking, when we are taught credit, Niranjan, we are taught that once a bad customer comes in, it's very difficult to get your money back. So you have to catch them at the door. The borders have to be secured first. That goes without saying. Fencing of the border, if we have 4,100 kilometers of borders with Bangladesh, most of which is not fenced today, you're really giving an invitation. And Niranjan, we must understand what is India. We are the 5th biggest economy. Next year, Niranjan, we'll cross to number 4. We overtake Germany next year. Within 3 years, we will be the 3rd biggest economy, only behind US and China in terms of scale. So there is no other country like India of such an economic prosperity, of such economic advancement, which has such huge challenged borders. There is no other country in the world like this, which is facing this kind of a challenge. And we need to spend on making our borders stronger and find a via media. You have the eShram portal. You should create a national register of workers if needed.
Yeah.
But Aadhaar has lost its sanctity because for 300 rupees, you can make a fraudulent Aadhaar. A local talati or a politician will give a memo saying that this person is known to me, and based on that, an Aadhaar card gets made, voter card gets made. How does industry then, Niranjan?
Ajay, I'm getting in another bit of breaking news update right now. I'm going to get in Shawan as well. Shawan will be joining us live in just a few minutes because I'm getting in a BSF response from this, right? I want to play out this video once again, and then I have 6 more panelists who I have to go to right now. Let's play out another part of the video that is breaking into our newsrooms right now.
बांग्लादेश में क्यों गुल्ली किया तू? बांग्लादेश में क्यों गुल्ली किया? गुल्ली क्यों किया? गुल्ली क्यों किया? गुल्ली क्यों किया? तेरा इतना हिम्मत किधर से आया? तेरा इतना हिम्मत किधर से आया? तेरे को कौन दिया? इतना हिम्मत कौन दिया? तेरे को इतना
Okay, I'm going across to Tathagata Roy. Tathagata Roy is the former Tripura governor joining us on the phone line. Tathagata Roy, you've spent a lot of time in Tripura and you spend a lot of time in Bengal. You are well aware of the situation at the Bangladesh border. But have you seen this level of hostility in all these years?
No, I have never seen such a thing. But I can fairly guess what is at the back of it. You see, the plain tracts of the state of Tripura and the adjoining tracts of Bangladesh, they are not separated by any natural barrier, like any river or hill or any such thing. So as a result, people can easily walk across. Formerly, there never the infiltrators who swarm into India from overpopulated Bangladesh, they did not choose the Tripura route because Tripura is a remote state and getting to the main body of the Indian nation would have been difficult for them. But now that there is a broad gauge railway running all the way to Sabrun, the southernmost point of Tripura, they have chosen to come across the Tripura border, and they were trying to come in. When the BSF were tried to stop them, they tried to provoke the BSF. As far as I can make out, sitting here in Kolkata, they were trying to provoke the BSF into firing upon them. Whereupon the Bangladesh junta, consisting of some 57 Islamic terrorist organizations, they would start jumping and showing a David versus Goliath syndrome, in which India was the Goliath and Bangladesh was the David. India was firing upon helpless Bangladeshi farmers. But the BSF has played it very correctly, and they have not fallen prey to these provocations, as a result of which the Bangladeshis are frustrated, and they are doing all this shouting and all this drama over at the border.
You think this is a deliberate by design by the Bangladeshi regime under Yunus? You think it's calculated provocation by the Yunus regime?
I am fairly sure, because it's happening elsewhere also, not just in Tripura. It is happening elsewhere also, and the reason, as I can guess, as I said, can only be trying to provoke the BSF into firing upon ours, because Bangladesh lately has gathered such a lot of bad reputation all over the world because of its horrible persecution of its Hindu and Buddhist minority, that they have to do something to set matters right. And this is one of the things that they are trying to do.
Yeah. I'm also requesting Kamru to stay on. I'm requesting Sheikh Abid to stay on. Jyotsna ji, I'm really sorry, I'm coming to you next. I'm just going back to GD Bakshi. General GD Bakshi, most of our speakers, most of our panelists feel that it's about time to give BSF powers. When you're forced to deal with a situation like this, and it only seems to be escalating. That's the popular view.
Look, that is the right view. Look, I could understand the orders to the BSF to be restrained when Hasina Wajid was the Prime Minister in Dhaka. She was a friendly leader, and her party and the state were very, very favorably disposed towards India, and therefore there was a very much reason not to escalate. Even then it was demoralizing to any armed force to be constrained like this, when you are set upon by people with machetes and the other. But what is the reason for this restraint now? Because here is a country that we have done so much. 3,870 officers, JCOs and jawans of the Indian Armed Forces laid down their lives to free this country. We have given them so much aid, in terms of power, in terms of economic aid, food aid, everything. And if what we are going to get in return is this and more of this, well, I think they must also understand that they have brought about an illegal regime change, and there will be consequences. You can't start threatening India with taking over of Bihar and Odisha and Bengal, and yet not pay a price. I think we need to bring back good order and military discipline into this. This could easily lead to a very nasty incident in which our boys suffer. Yeah. Before that thing happens, as an old soldier, I feel sorry for our BSF boys that they are still under constraints. They should not be. They have the right to self-defense. They have been issued weapons. And when people get upon them with machetes and try and snatch their weapons, look at that, snatch their weapons. What would you want tomorrow? The Bangladeshis to carry away your weapons of an armed force, a border guarding force? Be nice to the boys. Let them do their duty. They have been issued weapons. for a reason. If you didn't want to have weapons, you should have put a unarmed police force there with lathis. And this will not do. We showed restraint during Hasina Wajid's time because the government was friendly to us. I don't think we have any further reason to show restraint in the face of such violent provocations, which could get lethal.
Yeah.
As far as the issue of infiltrators is concerned, I think we need to do what Donald Trump is doing in the United States. Identify them, deport them. Let Bangladesh understand that their inimical, hostile policies have brought about this change. Bangladesh cannot survive without India's support. You know, the rice and the potatoes and the onions all go from here. The cloth goes from here for their ready-made textile garments. So
I think you know, looking at all of this, General Bakshi,
return hostility.
General Bakshi, I think it's all going in that direction because you see what Himanta Biswa Sarma said. I want to focus on that. But before that, I have Rajiv Bhattacharjee joining us on the phone line. Rajiv Bhattacharjee is the president of Tripura BJP. He's also a Rajya Sabha MP. Rajiv ji, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
बोलिए.
ये जो हुआ है त्रिपुरा में, उनाकोटी में, अभी सिचुएशन क्या है? हमें ये भी इंफॉर्मेशन मिली है कि वहां पे फ्लैग मार्च हुआ था. अभी सिचुएशन क्या है? यहाँ पे ट्रिगर क्या था? हमें क्या बता सकते हैं आप?
नहीं, देखिए, वो तो जानकारी हमारा जो जितना है अभी अंडर कंट्रोल में है. तो ये जो घुसपैठी का कोशिश करेगा, ये करेगा, तो हमारा गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया भी सख्त कार्रवाई करेंगे. क्योंकि अभी तो जानते हैं जो बांग्लादेश का प्रेजेंट सिचुएशन जो है वो तो सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट नजर रखे हुए है और हम लोग भी चाहते हैं कोई इंसिडेंट इसको लेके और त्रिपुरा में जो कॉरिडोर बनाया था इसको खत्म करें और बीएसएफ भी और हमारा जो जवान है वो भी तत्पर है. कोई इंसिडेंट हो तो तुरंत उसमें कार्रवाई करेंगे और हमारा गवर्नमेंट भी, हमारा स्टेट गवर्नमेंट भी हमारा इसमें नजर रखे हुए है. तो ऐसा कोई सिचुएशन आएगा तो हम मुकाबला के लिए तैयार है.
तैयार है.
हेलो, यस.
कौन सा मुकाबला के लिए तैयार है? थोड़ा और बताइए.
हेलो,
आप सांसद है?
हाँ, यस. हाँ, बोलिए.
नो, आपने बोला मुकाबला के लिए तैयार है.
नहीं, कोई इमरजेंसी, कोई ऐसा सिचुएशन होगा, एक घुसपैठिया जो है, एक घुसपैठिया को ऐसे नहीं होगा. हमारा त्रिपुरा का जो बीएसएफ है वो भी तत्पर है और ऐसे घुसपैठिया इधर कुछ कार्रवाई करेगा तो हमारा बीएसएफ भी तैयार है और त्रिपुरा सरकार भी उसमें नजर रखा, प्रशासन भी तत्पर है. कोई ऐसा सिचुएशन आएगा तो उसको अंडर कंट्रोल में लेने के लिए भी हमारा जवान भी तैनात है.
थैंक यू, धन्यवाद बात करने के लिए राजीव जी. कमरू एंड शेख अमीर, राइट? इट इज द कांग्रेस पार्टी, इट इज द इंडी ब्लॉक that goes soft on these infiltrators and has always targeted the BSF. Go back and check how many times you've questioned the BSF. Look at how the BSF has carried itself today, Kamru. Look at how calmly the BSF has handled the situation, even though it was a clear external provocation.
Niranjan, you must understand right now, I'm with all my sympathies and my good wishes, well wishes to the BSF and those forces that are guarding the borders states rather, I will tell you, whether it be in Nagaland voting or it be Manipur or it be in this particular Unakoti. You know, just to add a context, little bit context for the benefit of our viewers, Unakoti has got a very special significance with the Indian civilization rather. It has got a 6th and 7th centuries rock carvings of the Shaivite out here. And it was supposed to be within the Indian Union. I don't know for what reason it went into Bangladesh. Despite that, let me come to the point on today. Let us analyze this video as you are showing it. 6 to 7 Bangladeshi
Getting in a
hooligans are
breaking...
coming in.
Kamru, can you just hold on? I'm getting in a breaking reaction right now. Stay with me, I'm coming to you. Breaking reaction. Sushanta Chaudhary is a Tripura minister joining us on the phone line. Sushanta ji, awaaz aa rahi hai meri?
Yeah, I can hear you. Please go ahead.
Yeah, so what's going on? What's going on, Mr. Sushanta? In this video, it's clear what is happening at the Bangladesh border, along West Bengal, along Tripura. There seems to be multiple provocations coming in from the Bangladeshi side.
Yes, good evening to all. As you know that Tripura, it's stuck in a corner of the northeast and is surrounded by Bangladesh from three corners. Okay? So Unakoti district, which is also very famous for its tourist attraction, that Kailashahar subdivision, Bangladesh is adjacent to Kailashahar. So what happened, those people who tried to infiltrate in Indian territory were just resisted by the BSF jawans, and they in turn have attacked the BSF jawans and tried to snatch away the service rifles. So that was subsequently tackled by the BSF jawans deployed over there, and without any provocation they tried to do it. So I personally condemn such incident, and it is a very disgraceful incident which has taken place there. And each and every day, this Bangladeshi infiltrators.
No, 1 minute, can I just stop you there for a second, Sushanta? Sushanta, you're saying they were trying to infiltrate. You said they were trying to infiltrate, and the BSF stopped them. In the video, if I'm not wrong, I also see the Bangladeshi Border Guards or the Bangladeshi rifles, right? What were they doing? What were they doing, allowing these people infiltrate?
Actually, the Bangladeshi, they are getting the impetus from their government there, They are leaders, they are bureaucrats, they are each and every day, they are coming out with statements, anti-Indian statements, which was not acceptable. So they are they are gathering the impetus from their officials therein. So they are hand in gloves with each other, which is not acceptable. And our BSF jawans, I thank the BSF jawans who are deployed therein, who tried to resist them.
Okay, thank you for that, Sushanta. Jyotsna, these people who targeted the BSF 2 days back, I don't play out Mamata's bite, but first I want to get your response in. What Mamata Banerjee said, she should eat her words. She should first eat her words and respond to what the BSF and how well the BSF has held itself here.
Niranjanji, I have a couple of points. First thing is, I think Kamruji has spoken before me. He had two adjectives that he used. One, he said, I think 2 words, sympathies and good wishes. But I say I'm proud of my BSF. I sit here and I say I'm proud. And every Indian says we are proud. No sympathies, no wishes, nothing. We are proud. The way they are carrying. But yes, they are under pressure. They are under, this thing. But again, coming back to Mamata Banerjee's comments. I think if you remember, Niranjanji, 2005, I suppose, she called a disaster of infiltration. The same Mamata Banerjee has called it disaster of infiltration in 2005. And now she suddenly, seemingly, she rolls out literally a red carpet for all the illegal immigrants. I don't know why. Her actions betray her words. Specifically, why she is doing it, I don't know. I have no idea of that. But for me...
Because they're a vote bank.
Vote banks, yes, that's what. Vote bank. See, for me, it's not about vote bank politics. It's not about anything. For me, the security and sovereignty of my country comes with utmost importance. That's my topmost priority. So if anybody is talking against it, I don't even consider them Indians. I'm sorry to say.
I
don't even consider them Indians, Niranjan.
Yeah.
Because that has to be said. I was literally shocked and I pity Kamruji's statement saying that sympathies and good wishes. No, we are proud of our BSF. I'm sorry, sir. But we are proud of our BSF.
Okay,
the border security, the border...
No, you should...
One second, Niranjan.
Okay.
The Bangladeshi Border Guards were literally standing there idly.
I'm giving him a 10 second. Okay, let him 10 seconds.
They were standing.
10 seconds, I'm giving him a 10 second.
Comment on them.
10 second intervention.
You have commented on this.
Clarify, Kamru, clarify.
I request Mamataji also to comment on them.
BJP government out.
Kamru.
Bangladesh
10 seconds.
Complete inaction.
Our security forces have been massacred in Pulwama. Our security forces...
Today is not the day to talk about Pulwama. Today is not the day to talk about Pulwama. Today is not the day, Kamru. Today is not the day to talk about Pulwama. Not that it's about Pulwama.
If you would allow the unchecked migration from Bangladesh, just tell us, are they allowing it?
They are allowing it.
Just ask them.
Okay,
Let him tell on your show.
Okay,
Are they allowing the
I have
unchecked
two persons
migration from Bangladesh?
two panelists who haven't spoken. Sheikh, I'm really sorry the subject changed midway and you've sat silent there. Give me a short 20-second intervention, 30-second intervention, Sheikh, when you see this video. I hope you're proud of the BSF. You should say today why you're proud of the BSF.
See, it's not a thing to be said that somebody was saying we're proud of BSF, but claiming that BSF was threatened by these immigrants, it is shameful. It is a disrespect to the BSF. How can you say that these immigrants are threat and you have just put a tagline there?
1 minute, 1 minute. Don't you see look at what they're carrying. What do you mean threat? You think they were carrying sweets? They were not carrying boxes of sweets, no?
No, I didn't
he has
see
he has an axe in his hand. Sir, he has an axe in his hand. He's holding a machete in his hand. What do you mean threat? What is that?
From 9 I'm sitting here, just 2 seconds I spoke and...
No, Sheikh.
Forget that the local Muslim population
just for
support
2
these
seconds I spoke and
infiltrators.
you're interrupting me.
Yeah, okay. 10 seconds. Sheikh, go ahead.
See, with the energy you are debating, I didn't see you debating when China has occupied our territory in Ladakh and Arunachal. You never debated.
Yeah, then you should ask your party 1 minute. You should debate with yourself. You should debate with yourself. 1 minute. Don't try and... Sheikh, you know what? No, 1 minute. He doesn't know. Sheikh Amir. 2 days back, there was a response from Jaishankar for exactly a panelist like you, who tries to spread fake news about Ladakh. I'll tell you why. That land was conceded by the UPA, admitted by the UPA on the floor of the parliament. On the floor of the parliament. On the floor of the parliament. Don't get into it, Sheikh. Don't get into an argument you're going to lose. I'm getting in a word from General Datta. No, that's wrong. Don't get into that. We'll debate that another day. Today is not the day for that. General Datta, meet General Datta.
You have been historically
your last
unable
word,
to
sir.
handle
Your
it.
last word, sir, on this video. Yeah. I'm giving you the last word. Yes.
See, the thing is that as far as Bangladesh is concerned, or any border of ours is concerned, whether it is the eastern border or the western border, the bottom line for the troops to open fire on infiltrators has to be absolutely clarified. Yes. There should be zero tolerance to any attempt by anybody trying to cross the border. And whether it is BSF or the regular army, we were doing a velvet glove activity with Bangladesh. We didn't want to escalate, but if they continue provoking us, there is no alternative then for our security forces to open fire and drop them dead. Be it the Bangladesh and
General Datta, only because I'm running out of time. First, I apologize to all our panelists. I've run out of time. This was supposed to be a debate on infiltrators, but we had this big breaking story that we could not ignore. But I promise you, this will remain a big story tomorrow as well. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. And as we come to the end of the debate, let's record and summarize with Note Assist using Galaxy AI on Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 6. Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma has urged industrialists to look beyond cheap labour and perform a national duty by not giving any jobs to illegal Bangladeshi migrants, calling for a national campaign. Himanta has argued that if Bangladeshis get employment in India, people will keep on coming from across the border, and hence it should be our resolve, he says, as Indians not to employ such infiltrators. Himanta, first of many leaders who now feel it's time for a national campaign. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the precise reading of the debate in a simpler format using Galaxy AI on Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 6. Arnab will join you tomorrow at 8 p.m. Thank you for watching.